Hi guys, what's up? My name is Erin and today I'm doing 25 bookish facts about me. Oh, by the way, excuse my voice. I'm getting over a cold, so if I sound really raspy or congested, that's why. So I own 4 complete sets of the Mortal Instruments. I own the original paperbacks, the new paperbacks with the spine artwork, the original hardcovers, and the UK edition. I'm not ashamed. Right now I only have 2 of the Infernal Devices, but it's gonna be 3. So, yeah. So for shelf purposes, I like hardcover over paperback because they tend to be similar sizes. But reading, I love reading from paperbacks, but I tend to just get hardcovers because they look better on my shelf. I will buy books twice to make sure that I have the whole series in the same format. So that's how my Mortal Instruments collection started, because when I was reading them up to Fallen Angels was in paperback, and then the rest, and then Lost Souls and Heavenly Fire I got in hardcover. So then I'm like, I need all of them. Oops. Speaking of the covers, I will buy books solely on if I like the cover or not. I won't even look to see what it's about. If it's pretty, I will buy it. Audiobooks are taking over my life. I now listen to more audiobooks than I do actually reading books. Well, do I? No. Yes. It's usually like half and half. I don't like e-readers. I think the only reason I would get an e-reader is if I, for some reason, go on like a traveling adventure and don't want to bring 10,000 books with me. I hate with a passion mass market paperbacks. They're so tiny and they're annoying and I hate them and they don't match with anything and I hate them. I hate them. I will spend more money. I mean, I'll get the hardcover over anything, but if it's like regular trade size paperback versus mass market paperback, I will pick the more expensive trade paperback. I hate mass market. I cannot listen to music while I'm reading at all. I will get too involved in the music and start singing along. Even like scores or anything, I can't do it. It just distracts me and I get distracted extremely easily. It could just be like a car driving by my house and it brings me out of a book. The past year, I've been in a huge reading slump, which is really annoying because it's the first like full year that I could read the whole year without feeling guilty about not reading school books. I used to only read during summer break and winter break because I would feel guilty about reading anything else besides what I was supposed to be reading for my schoolwork, but I still wouldn't read my schoolwork, so I just wouldn't read, and it bothered me a lot. I almost always push through books that I don't like. It's rare that I don't finish it, but I can't really remember any books that... No, I think the only book I've ever DNF'd is Mockingjay. Oops. I've never liked writing, but the more I'm on BookTube and the more that I'm reading, the more I want to write. And I don't think I would ever want to publish a book, but I'm not ruling it out. And I think it would be fun if I had the right idea and it just kind of works out that way. So maybe, but it's in the air now, whereas if you asked me a few years ago, it would have been like, no, 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 not writing, no. But within the past few months, I have started reading multiple books at a time. I used to only be one book, then another, then another, then another, because I was like, how do I keep track of everything? But then this is when audiobooks started coming into play, and it's also just me getting new books and be like, oh, I'm excited about this one. I want to start this one. Or just being bored with one, or just not feeling to pick it up, or if it's in a different room and I don't feel like going to get it, then I start another one. Like I think on my Goodreads right now, I'm reading 7 books. And yeah, and I just keep adding them instead of finishing them off, which is a bad habit, but Yeah. Like, there's easily a book that's been on my currently reading pile for like a year. I absolutely always have a book with me. My purse is like a giant, like a giant purse. Hold on. It's like this size bag. This isn't my actual purse. This is only my this is my nice purse that I'm scared to use because it's Kate Spade. But it's like this size bag, and I always have a book with me no matter where I'm going. I could be going to the movies, I could be going grocery shopping, I could be going to some kind of meeting, I could be going to work, I could be going to places where I know there's absolutely no chance that I'm going to be reading. However, I always bring a book with me. So this one can be kind of embarrassing because it's happened multiple times and my brother's caught me doing this, and he just stands there and laughs at me, and then I like hide under my bed. Not under my bed, under the covers of my bed. I tend to act out, or not act out like full, like I don't like get up and like go from side to side, but like speaking, like I do like the facial expressions that I would be doing. I would be saying the lines out loud, and I tend to do it. I talk to my books. I act it out. I yell at them. I get very involved with these books. I read books either really slowly or really quickly. There's really no in between. I either read like a chapter a day, and that could literally be like 10 pages a day, or I stay up until 5 in the morning reading. There's really no in between here. It doesn't work. So this one, it's kind of weird because in all other aspects of my life, this isn't true, but it takes a lot for me to cry during a book. There's plenty of times where I'm like, I don't know why I'm not crying, because I should be crying. And songs make me cry, movies make me cry, TV shows make me cry, anything else can make me cry. But reading a book, there's only a handful of books that I've actually cried to. Like Lord of Shadows, didn't cry. Should I have? Yes. But I didn't. I don't know why. No, I do know why. I was on a bus going to BookCon listening to the end, and I just literally sat there. I was listening to the audiobook and I just paused it after it happened, and I was just like, and just sat there pondering what just happened and trying to make sense of it and thinking of how I could get back at Cassandra Clare. Yeah. So usually that's what happens. It's usually I just kind of put the book down and then just like stare out into nothing and just like think it over and try to comprehend what's going on. I mostly read at night. Audiobooks are kind of the only different thing, and then obviously because I always have a book with me, I can pull it out at random times, but for the most part all my reading gets done at night while I'm in bed, and I have lights that go around my bed that I can literally unplug right there, so I can shut off my full lights. And yeah, I typically read like 60 pages an hour. That's my average. It kind of depends on what book I'm reading, or what kind of book I'm reading and how into it I am, and am I at the end of it or the beginning? Is it a reread? Average 60 pages an hour. So I mentioned in a previous video, but I do work at Barnes & Noble, and I jump at any chance to recommend any of my favorite books. And I tend to only gravitate towards those books because I just want people to read them. And so anytime somebody's like, what is a good teen thing? Like, they're looking for some kind of teen book, and then I try and figure out what they're actually wanting, like what genre, and then I just recommend my favorite. If they say anything about fantasy, I go to The Mortal Instruments. If they say anything about thriller, I usually go to We Were Liars. If it's like a my age person, I usually go to Colleen Hoover because Coho for life. When I'm reading my hardcover books, because I only buy hardcover unless it's for whatever reason I buy a paperback, I take the dust jacket off because I usually just get annoyed with it. The only time I keep them on is if it's like a straight black hardcover and it turns my fingers black. That's the only time that I'll leave the dust jacket on. I will read pretty much any age book, so I continue to read picture books. I got my brother one for his birthday this year. He's 24. There was a few in my book haul. I don't care what age I am, I'll read any age. Updating Goodreads is so satisfying. Seeing the like percentage that you've read go up is, it's wonderful. And getting that email that you finished a book, love them. I delete them right away, but love getting them. I don't think I'll ever catch up on on the amount of unread books I have on my shelves because I continually buy new books. So this one is a bit of a shame, but I did not finish the full Harry Potter series until just a few months ago. I read 3.5, like I got into the 4th book in 3rd grade. Like I read them all and I loved them. Well, when I say all, I mean 1 through 3, and then I started book 4. But then I fell prey to the like peer pressure. Reading's stupid. Yeah. So then I didn't read a lot, and it took me until like 7th grade to pick books back up again. Alright, so that is 25 bookish facts about me. I hope you enjoyed. Please give this video a like if you did. Please comment below any weird facts that you have about your reading habits. Please subscribe to my channel so that you know every time that I post a new video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!